Alright guys, we're gonna make a deal. I'm gonna give you the cheat codes to the meta, this brand new 12.1 tier list for Season 2, Tuesday, with the brand new calculations on the brand new tuning that just happened yesterday. We're gonna make a deal. My main is now an S tier, my main spec. But I don't want everybody flavor of the month rerolling to my main. So I'm gonna give you the other S tier specs, and I'm gonna tell you mine. And when I tell you which one is mine, that means that's the one you don't play. Okay? Because we deserve our buffs. We deserve... Listen, there's a lot of things changing here, guys. You don't get to come just run to my magic spec now that it's finally doing good. Alright? Play your own spec. Just keep playing Devour Demon Hunter. Alright guys, obviously Devour has fallen from grace, and again, it does not mean you get to log off of it. If you committed to Devour, you're going to stay a Devourer, because the rest of us, we've got some payback to dish out. So if you think you're going to tuck tail and run as soon as the going gets tough, well, I'm going to tell you right here, right now, you're not going to run to my spec now that it's S tier, because you didn't go through blood, sweat, and tears this entire season, dying through your wall 100-0 and then having your own teammates blame you and then literally quit playing mid-shuffle just to grief you. Okay, that's the life of my main. And when I tell you what my main is, because we don't have that life anymore, because now we're big pimping, you don't get to play it. Alright, and we're gonna set that rule right here, right now. Alright, right behind the fail train. I'm just kidding. A is still very good, guys. Keep playing Demon Hunter, please. Alright, guys. We will circle back to the tanks. No worries there. And for Unholy DK, I see no reason to change you from my prediction tier list 2 weeks ago. I see no reason to bump you up or down. You're sitting pretty and primed for new buffs. Frost DK did just get a 9% buff across the board, bumping it up from B to A. Considering you lost a lot of your burst that, in my opinion, had you at S tier the entire season long, but nobody gave you credit for it, I am going to be giving you credit now, and I am going to be keeping my eyes on you. So for now, Unholy is at a solid and aggressive A. Alright, Resto Druid is going to be our first S ranking. Alright, it landed exactly where I predicted. I knew the Tranquility, Ultimate Penitence treatment for Tranquility, buffing that ability up, making you immune to knockbacks, more potency, and an Absorb Shield, I believe, which is incredible. Now, you've also got Throughput, and you've got Blossom Burst crits, and you've got an AoE Blossom Burst, and both of those abilities replace HOTS that are missing. So you've got some insane quality of life changes coming through HOT, and you're already in a prime position, guys. Boomkin, you're going to be at a solid A+. I think you're landing where I predicted, but what I did not predict was the damage to actually start to add up now. I put you guys at A+ because of the Dispel protection with Stellar Flare, adding to your damage profile and quality of play. So I knew you were going to feel good, especially with the HP gains. How good? People are saying it's S tier. I'm not convinced yet, guys. I'm not convinced. It's going to take a little bit more than that to win me over on Boomkin, guys. Alright? Feral Druid is absolutely sick with it. Their defenses are through the roof right now. For Druid as a whole, your stocks went up. Okay, so you're sitting pretty. Prez Evoker, I don't really see a reason to bump you down any lower, but I also don't see a reason to put you into S tier. I think you're doing everything that you're supposed to be doing great, but obviously not as insane as you once were. So it is going to bring you down in line a little bit. Augmentation Evoker, guys. I mean, you know, you get CC'd during Ebb and Might and it's over with for you. If people don't know to watch for that, you can make some sick plays, especially if you have like rogue teammates, in my opinion. But at the end of the day, it's a far cry from a S tier or A+ specialization. Devastation Evoker, guys. I had high hopes for this spec. On paper, based off the tuning alone, it looked like it was going to be an A+ or S tier spec. Unfortunately, I don't know if it's the scaling or not, but it's falling very short of that goal. The consistent pressure just is not there, guys. And if the consistent damage isn't there, the dragon stuns that it has become less effective, and all of a sudden, you've got a problem. All right? BM Hunter, I predicted because you have sticky damage that you'd be in the upper echelon, and my predictions have came true. You're not doing anything too crazy, but you're certainly not sucking either. You can close out games, you still have very top-notch kiting capabilities, and your damage is very hard to peel off. Alright, marksmanship is looking pretty good, guys. I see no reason to bump it up A or lower. You got scatterback, and your damage is looking pretty solid. Survival Hunter, I've been preaching to the choir for a long time on this one, and now I'm going to finally drop the gavel down. This thing was S tier all season long. You and your favorite streamer never gave it the credit it deserved. Frost DK was also S tier all season long, but the only difference here is that Survival made the cut. Have you not seen what this thing is capable of? Have you ever seen a mage or a monk trade in time against this thing? Dude, I've seen so many people lose shuffles because they don't trade against Survival and get absolutely decimated. You guys are asleep at the wheel. This thing is bad, boy. Alright, now Arcane Mage. I had you at B, but your stocks have been going up and up and up. Prismatic Bolt is paying dividends. It needed that oomph. Prismatic Bolt actually does that. Your Apex talents are off the charts. Buffing missiles, Arcane Blast, Prismatic Bolt, giving you clear casting. I mean, it is doing wonders and works. Just like Elemental Shaman's Apex talents were before Blizzard nerfed it into oblivion. Alright, so you're actually in a very, very good position. The only reason you're not S tier is because you can get hard locked out on Arcane, and that can be a bit harder for newer players. Fire Mage. Oh my goodness, I don't know if I want to tell you guys this. I don't care about the meteor nerfs. Everything on fire slaps. I don't know what's going on with this scaling, guys. People are crying because they think Combust isn't going to one-shot anybody, but nobody's paying attention to the fact that every single ability that Fire Mage presses, aside from Fire Blast, slaps for almost 150k a pop on the low end. This thing is a monster. Do not sleep on Fire Mage. It's got double barriers now. Both of these Mage specs have double barriers. And Arcane, just to piggyback one more time, it has a 30% Brewmaster tank effect to replace the Mass Invis. And Fire Mage has Cauterize. You guys are in big trouble with these two Mage specs right here. I'm telling you that right here, right now. Frost Mage has got down to A tier in my opinion. It did get hit the most with the snare nerfs across the board. And the double barriers and double ice block is not going to hard carry the spec anymore, and neither is Ray of Frost. Ray of Frost is not one-shotting people anymore, guys. And it's not that much of a threat. People have time to react. And as a matter of fact, fully channeled rays aren't even taking 30 or 40% of somebody's HP, usually. So, you know, it's just effective in dampening now. That's it. It's going back to dampening. Alright. Brewmaster, great tank. Thanks for the ability on Arcane. We appreciate it. Mistweaver, I want to put you at S, but I want to be a little bit conservative as well. I mean, you have fallen from grace from where you once were. I hear on the streets it's nothing but nerfs, but it doesn't matter. Your single target heals are extremely potent. Okay, you're going to be an A+ healer. You're doing very solid. Windwalker, I predicted you'd be A+. You've exceeded my predictions. Your damage profile, I knew you'd be hot because of the Fist of Fury damage setup in your Zenith, but I did not expect you to be such a powerhouse. Everything is lining up for Windwalker. If there was just one weakness, you got to be careful. You're going to have to port during certain times because you will take damage that you cannot recover from, but you can't be a rep paladin. You got to have some type of weakness, right? Otherwise, you're just going to be winning every single game. So, fair trade-off in my book, guys. Holy Pala, I had you at S tier. I think I was smoking the copium because I like it when Paladin is doing good for some reason. I don't know why, but I kind of like having Holy Paladin partners. I like getting bopped at 1% for the save and then winning the game. It feels good. I know my healer is the reason for that. So we'll keep an eye on them. They're definitely way up and way better than before. Prot Pala, great position. Rhett, I had you at A. You just got a nice fresh round of buffs. And not to mention your meta-proof, expansion-proof, and patch-proof. Your universal toolkit will always pay dividends. It's always just going to be about the damage numbers in between. And right now, you're sitting pretty solid, guys. You are a top contender. Disc Priest, I had you at S tier. This one threw me for a loop, guys. You're actually down here at B. I don't know what's going on with the scaling, but it is not lining up like it's supposed to, in my opinion, guys. They stealth nerfed and buffed Atonement so many times, the coding on that thing must be 100 pages long. I don't even trust on my Disc Priest my PvP talents that say it increases Atonement by 10% or X% and my nodes. I don't even trust that, because I don't think anybody, including Blizzard, knows what the actual Atonement numbers are in a PvP setting. They need to get the tuning right on Disc. It's an absolute shit show right now. Alright, now this is the highlight of the tier list, guys. I cannot believe how great Holy Priest is doing of all specs. This spec was getting smoked all season long, not because it wasn't good, but because of the dampening knob. This is a straight healer throughput spec. You've got some nice things to add to it, but at the end of the day, it's healing throughput. And dampening has a massive impact on that. I don't know what's going on, but their throughput is so high that it makes it to dampening and still heals through. This is putting Holy Priest in a very powerful position. Not to mention your damage and your execute is actually pretty damn good. So you're in a very good spot, guys. Shadow Priest, your stocks are going up. I'm not going to put you in B this time. I will put you at A. Your stocks are going up. But again, you know, it needs that oomph. You know, Arcane got Prismatic Bolt. In my opinion, Shadow Priest, their Mind Blast should crit. And it should slap. I find it hard to believe that they take away your stun and they don't give you something to do a lot of big damage with in between. Shadow Priest needs some love, man. It can't be all looks. If it was based on looks, Shadow Priest looks good, guys. They look sick with it. But they gotta have the damage to back it up. Assassination Rogue, I did have you guys at an A or A+. You're actually S tier. And by the way, stop going healer every single game. It doesn't work every game. Jesus. Anyways, Assassination Rogue players are very greedy. They want it their way. They're going to go tunnel the healer every game, and if you don't do what they do, you lose the match. Every now and then they can one-shot the healer. They're all trying to do it. It takes like 1 million globals to build up. Just pay attention, and they can't get away with it. But right now, they're getting away with murder. Alright, and not to mention their damage is doing very well, and they tend to shine in consistent metas, and that's exactly where we're heading for. Okay, Outlaw Rogue, I'm not seeing anything crazy coming out from Outlaw. I'm not going to put you at B just because I haven't really seen too much, but at the same time, I'm not seeing you at high CR in the preseason and Shuffle, and I'm not even seeing you against bots. So it's like, you know, you really fell off the map. I don't know what's going on here. You guys are gonna have to help me out in the comments with Outlaw, because I have a bad habit of ranking it lower than what it should be. So if I have any Outlaw mains in the comment sections, let me know where you think this one should be. I feel safe putting it at A. Sub Rogue, you took the full blunt force trauma of the DR changes, and we haven't seen the compensation for the consistent, well, it's hard to say consistent damage with a sub rogue because this should be the one exception where it is about burst. So we'll wait to see how that stacks up, guys. And the new Gorfine Bite spell looks really, really cool. Elemental Shaman. Oh my goodness, guys. They are taking away all the fun with this spec. This is my main number 2. This is my baby alt. Okay, and I love the Tempest build from last season. They nerfed Tempest into the ground. They nerfed Ascendance into the ground. And now Elemental Shaman is in the situation that I did not want it to be in. And that's where every ability that it has does the same amount of damage. If you hardcast a Lava Burst, if you Stormkeeper Lightning Bolt, if you Earth Shock, everything does the same amount of damage. It's close, but just not ever enough. And it's actually extremely frustrating. And I don't know how many times I got to tell Blizzard to make it a 1.3 second cast on Lava Burst. 1.4 seconds is ridiculously long, especially when you don't take synergy nodes to buff it. Stop messing with Shaman. That's all I'm gonna say. Stop messing with it. You had the Apex talents perfect. Why did you nerf it? Stop nerfing our PV. What? Dude, I'm gonna get mad if I keep talking about Ellie Shaman, so I don't want to talk about it anymore. Enhancement Shaman, you're sitting pretty, guys. Of course, Doom Winds is not one-shotting people anymore, but guess what? People aren't kiting you anymore either. The slow nerfs enhance the most when it comes to melee. Now you can stick to all your targets even better, upping your stocks even more, and you're sitting really, really pretty, guys, for enhance. Resto Shaman, I don't think you're there yet, but you're getting some nice buffs, and they keep on coming. Okay, if they keep coming like they are, you're going to be sitting really, really pretty here very shortly. So keep your eye on Resto Shaman. Oh man, here we go. Well, it's the end of the video almost, so I guess I can reveal this stuff. Most of you didn't make it this far anyways. Alright, this is my main class. This is my second main spec on my main class, Affliction. It is absolutely S tier. Oh man, I don't know if I should be telling you this stuff. Listen, I've been crying all season long about the Soul Leech bugs that never got fixed. They finally got fixed. At the same time, Blizzard gave us a 25% HP buff across the board. We just went into Super Saiyan mode. We're not getting one-shotted through our walls. We're not getting two-tapped the second somebody reconnects, because now we have our Absorb Shields on the run, because now our Soul Leech is affected by Wither, affected by Unstable Affliction, affected by all of our damage, even our pets' damage. That puts us way up defensively, guys. Way, way, way up. Okay, so Warlock as a whole is in a good position. I'm going to reveal to you my main. This is the spec. We had an agreement, guys. We had an agreement. This is the spec you're not going to play. You can play any one of these, but we made a deal. I'm giving you cheat codes to the new meta so you can get your 1800, 2100 and beyond. And the deal was you don't Flavor of the Month reroll to my main. Because I'm telling you right now, these Soul Leech bug fixes and our HP gains, Warlock across the board is sitting pretty. Demo, bring it down to A because your damage is just not that impressive still, even with all the buffs. Stay away from my specs, guys. Stay away from my specs. If you didn't go through blood, sweat, and tears, if you didn't get blamed by your own teammates after making the correct call and trading your wall and dying through it and then getting blamed and turned on, then if you're a new player, fuck it, go for it, guys. Have some fun. You're not going to die on Warlock that easily anymore. And that means it's time to open up a can of whoop ass. Alright, speaking of whooping ass, Arms Warrior is doing the exact same thing, and we are out for blood when it comes to Devour Demon Hunter, guys. All of these S tiers are coming straight for the head of this guy. So be warned if you play Devour. Fury Warrior, you're in a prime spot. I'll put you at a solid A+. I don't see any reason to do otherwise. And of course, the tanks are looking juicy. So this is the official 12.1 PvP tier list for Tuesday and beyond. This is very accurate, guys. I'd love to know if you feel like any of these rankings should be swapped up.